And welcome back to the show. We have another letter. Dear Stan, why do you always recommend that people with personal and relationship problems should go out and have more sex? Now, does anyone have any problem with that? While I would not advocate a return to the nervous, frightened attitudes of previous generations, I'm certain that most human problems can never be resolved through people having more and more and more sex. Rather than having more sex, I think many people would benefit from a period of voluntary abstinence. What do the beauties think of this? Glenn on the email. Glenn, look, I have to tell you, you're talking about when people, we've given some information about when people break up, when relationships break up and things like that. And I was just relating back to my younger days, back in the days when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, when I broke up with my girlfriends every second week. The best way to mend a broken heart, I suppose, is go out and bonk your brains out. Anyway, that's the way I did it. Prue, how did you do it?
I don't actually think it's hurtful to be horizontally accessible if you are in control. I think
we are cleaning up our act, aren't we?
We are, aren't we? Look, no sex, please, we're on Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But I think that the thing is that having sexual relations is probably one of the most intimate forms and honest forms of communication with someone. And it also, I believe, is a great de-stressor. And I think the people who are abstinent, is that the correct word? Abstinent?
Yep.
Are basically, I think, wizened up, dried, frustrated, pole vaulters who really can turn into wife beaters and rapists and all of the above.
You just lost the plot then, didn't you? You had no idea what you're talking about.
No,
you got halfway through it and you thought, where do I go here? So I'll go down this route. Yes.
No, what, if you pardon the expression.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
So
Joe.
that doesn't say much about me, does
Joe,
it? You think I'm
I don't believe
a
you.
crinkly... Oh.
Sorry.
Joe, do you really walk around the streets? Does everybody know that you are Australia's most professional virgin?
I know. I'm just a good Catholic girl. That's all. That's all I've ever done.
You're just petrified that your mother's going to find out one day that you weren't a virgin.
My father, more to the point. He said he'd chop my legs off.
Oh, dear. Whoa.
As a joke, as a joke. But anyway, I agree with you, Glenn. Everything on this panel always comes back to sex. Comes back to horizontal sex, vertical sex, turtle sex, whatever sort of sex possible.
Seem to know a lot about sex that somebody hasn't had
it's
one.
from listening on this panel, and I agree with you. It's not a way to solve a lot of problems that we have to deal with on this show. So yes, I think the panel should look elsewhere for solutions.
All right, Tara.
I think, Prue, you're a little over the top with your comments. Big surprise there.
What do you do, Tara, to solve the broken relationship problem? Because you've had quite a few in your time.
I've had quite a few in my time.
Well, every time I used to open the newspaper, you're always breaking up with somebody and meeting somebody else.
Well, I'm not sure that's entirely true. I will say that people have followed my personal life very closely. And
why
obviously I've asked for that by putting myself in the public eye, so that's fine.
Okay.
But I don't think it's entirely realistic to think that everyone you're linked with, you're actually with, or actually having sex with. So I don't think it's easy to say to me, oh, I've got all these boyfriends and whatever.
Do you mean to say that everyone that you went out with for more than 6 weeks or more, you never had sex with any of them?
No, I didn't have sex with all of them.
I didn't say any of them.
Well,
Tara had long-time relationships.
Yeah.
yes, I know that. I actually met Peter the other day, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
Very nice man, as a matter of fact.
He is. He's a nice guy.
He's a really nice man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just said, Stan, you and I have something very much in common.
Oh, and what is that?
And I said, yes, I know what it is. It's Tara. We both love Tara.
Oh, sweetie. What a sweetie. I'm waiting for the backlash.
Yeah, go on.
I love you. Smack. That's Stan.
Can I answer the question?
Didn't I?
No, see? There you go. See, she talks about sex and she's lost the plot altogether.
Exactly.
Okay, Rebecca.
Well, we're always hearing about Stan's bonkability in his younger days, aren't we? Bankability now, maybe.
It's bankability now, it's bonkability then.
It's bonkability back then. I am a firm believer, actually, in the fact that abstinence makes the cobwebs longer, and that the best thing, in fact, to mend a broken heart can often be distraction. But I would not suggest that you went out sort of bonking around madly, but sex is a marvellous thing. It's a great inspirer in your life, and I think to deny yourself sex actively for long periods of time is a quite sad thing,
But when
really.
you're starting a new relationship, it can be a good thing. It
Well,
can
but
actually
not
start
for
off
too long.
Yeah, but you can actually start the relationship off on the right foot. You get to know each other as minds as opposed to bodies,
Oh,
and then
I
let
would
that flow in.
recommend that,
But some people
yes.
really don't feel that way. They want to just jump straight in, and I think that the viewers should know that that can be a mistake.
Rebecca, how long is it since, what's the longest period you've gone without sex?
Well, I've had a couple of children, so probably towards the end of the pregnancies, it was, you know, there were periods of not a lot of
How
sexual
long?
activity. Oh, probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I guess, oh goodness gracious, that's a hard one. I mean, with kids you are very tired
Before
a lot
you
of the
got
time.
married. Before you got married.
I probably had sex in the last couple of weeks that I might not remember because I was very tired at the time. But before I got married...
Hang on, that you might not remember. Neil's sitting at home. Neil's sitting at home saying, "Hang on, sweetheart, you want me to tap you on the shoulder next time?"
Did you just feel like a vessel then? Oh, it was a happy vessel though, because you know, there's not, the thing is about sex, it is a wonderful method of communication and relaxation and all of those things. It should be used for all of those reasons, and I don't ever feel like a vessel during
Eva.
sex.
Yes.
You're next, darling.
Thank you. What would you like me to say?
Well, anything, darling, anything that comes into your feeble little mind.
Well, I mean, I've been listening about your exciting early sex life. You haven't mentioned it recently. I'm
It
just
was, I
wondering
can
what's
tell
been
you.
happening recently. I mean, really. But I suppose one of the things that struck me is, I mean, there's good sex and there's bad sex. Let's face it, some people just can't do it. Some people it's boring with. Some people are really very good at it. And I mean, I think we've got to recognise it takes two to tango. And
That's right.
I think we ought to start talking about the quality of the sexual relations rather than the quantity.
You enjoy sex?
Yes.
Okay, well that's good. I'm pleased about that. Let's move right along there. Fiona.
Don't tell him.
No, I actually, no, I had another line and she just went the other way. So stuffed me up altogether, Fiona.
Well, I voluntarily abstained from sex last year.
For the whole year?
No, for 4 months, which I thought was something. I actually made the decision not to have sexual relations with anyone.
Were you
I
actually
wanted
going
to,
out with a person at the time?
No, I was single, but I
that's
wasn't.
pretty easy to do.
Well, no, but the thing is, I mean, seriously though, the thing, earlier in the year I wasn't in a relationship, but I had some lovely experiences with a couple of people that was fun for brief periods of time. But I took a choice last year and decided I didn't want to have sex at all. I just wanted to devote my time, my energy
are you
into
having
myself.
sex now?
Yeah, I've got a fantastic boyfriend. Hi, Clint. Gorgeous.
Clint.
Footballer, plays for Geelong.
Clint?
Go the Cats! Woo! Sorry, he'll get paid out for that. Sorry, Clint. Anyway, no, I really enjoyed not having sex, but a strange thing happened. My period stopped as well.
Wow.
My whole
A
body
little bit
shut
too
down.
much information for me, folks. I think we've got to go to a break. We'll be back with more of Beauty and the Beast.